Behind me you'll see little Matarara Church. I went past yesterday, even though I'd heard the story, when I actually saw the missing bell, I thought, oh golly, what a sad reflection of the church, and I would just have to make a video. But yeah, the weather's pretty horrible, but I saw the story in the newspaper and I couldn't believe it, that the woman of the church, honestly, are so in their little world of fantasy that they offered tea and cakes, and even of service to the people who stole it. If you would just return our lovely bell, we'll give you morning tea and even a service. That just shows the banality, I'm afraid, of the church and why I had to leave a long time ago. But sadly, this is also, I believe, why Christ has had to judge his church. So I'll finish off the story later, and sadly I think it's time to really get prepared for some bad times. And where did all this rot in the church begin? That sign there says it all. This church was also one of the first, if not the first, to have a sign which advertised the Alpha course. Now it has got to the state that it's St John's Community and Anglican. So that's telling you that the ecumenism has got to the state where the community comes first, and everything's just about Jacinda's being kind. Be kind, and actual faith doesn't really count for that much as long as you're kind, and don't rock the boat. Please don't rock the boat. It's very noisy here, so I hope you can hear me, but yesterday while I was in town getting a warrant of fitness, I came across a couple of lovely things, and one of them was this tree, and it's just, I've got a real thing for trees, and this is a gum, and it's the most magnificent gum I have ever seen. So I just have to I'm going to have to do a painting of it if it's possible, a drawing of it. But it's just one of those things, I've seen it before and then you forget all about it. Can you see this? Isn't she amazing? Just wonderful. Look at it. Just look at it. Every which way. So I thought I better take it because in my town this is the sort of thing that gets the chop. Well, this week I'll go and show you all the flags. It's a rainbow month, so I'll go and show you that and tie that up with the video that I'm doing on the church, which, there's like just, where did the rot begin? It's accepting everything that is thrown at us just in the name of being kind. So, but I'll get back to you later. So this is the Catholic cemetery in Wanganui. I've never been here before. I don't think so, anyway, except for yesterday. So I'm an unashamed Protestant. But I came across something here, and I think this is also, a real shocker too. There's just so many graves that have been desecrated. In my day, like angels chopped off the top of their plinths, and a lot of destruction. So this one here, it's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone. Just, in my day that, we believed in spirit. We believed that if you desecrated a grave, this one here, look, in loving memory, O'Leary's, what would it take to smash that down? But I found here on this this is Julia O'Leary, wife of Con O'Leary, 1929. The Celtic cross raise over me, and the ivy around it twine. It will tell of the land that bore me, that her ancient faith was mine, and as a struggling here I found it, misunderstood and lone, My heart grew the closer around it, like the ivy around that stone. That just tears me up so much. And that, Catholic or Protestant, was what brought so many pioneers to New Zealand. And if you could read the accounts that I have been reading of the missionaries, what they went through, it would just tear your heart out, because they were definitely lied to, I believe, to get them to come and endure the things that they had to endure in New Zealand. This is the back side of the gum tree. Not quite as exciting as the other because you can't see the trunk. She's been big at one time. So I'd like to tell you a story sometime about the Pahutakawa tree at my grandmother's house. Pahutakawa trees are known in New Zealand for being home to spirits, and when I found my grandmother dead one day, a whole lot of voices spoke to me out of the Pahutakawa tree saying, it's going to be all right, it's going to be all right. Had no idea what they were talking about until I found my grandmother about 5 minutes later. So here are all the rainbow flags, go all through town. There's a little shop down there that I was actually going to use as a rainbow flag maker. In those days there weren't such a thing as a rainbow, so that little there it says JJ M. McCaskey. That was my little art shop, and I wanted to make a flag because back in those days there weren't any rainbow flags. It wasn't a thing, but never happened. But since then, of course, it's taken on a whole different meaning. And I think it's very sad that children are now going to grow up not remembering the rainbow flag for what it means. It's about God's promise not to destroy the earth ever again, but about something quite different. And in fact, celebrating the reason that God did destroy the earth.